Good morning everyone. Mahalakshmi team going to present the case study designing an efficient network architecture.
Actually, myself and my team, Divya, Kavya and Kiruti are going to present a case study on the topic designing an efficient network architecture. So today's case is that XYZ Academy is going to build an educational institution which consists of administrative office, faculty rooms and computer lab and library. It needs a computer, we need some computers to manage operations and teaching staffs, student uses and resource access. For all this we need a network support. So the academy needs a network support to activate like internet connecting for all the devices, file sharing across the department and security for sensitive administrative data. For this we have classified into 5 modules and the first one is network requirement analysis. The objective is to specifically meet the network based on the organization of goals and structures. To achieve this we have divided into 4 parts such as device count and purposes, to analyze the number of computers needed for an academy and also include the other devices like printers and servers and networks. The next one is features identification. Network, so file sharing across the departments for students and resource sharing and internet access to all the devices. The next one is security requirements to ensure the secure sensitive data and restrict student access to faculty resources. The last one is future expansion to add more devices to the academy. The next topic will be explained to you.
So let us see now the network topology design, and to create a visual representation how the devices are connected from the administrative office to the library and staff rooms. So first we have to select the topology. Here is of 2 topology, star and hybrid topology. In star topology, this for small networks and it connects all devices to the central switch or router. In hybrid topology, the building has multiple floors or sections. It combines stars and bus topology. And the second thing is connection type. Here is of 2, wire and wireless. Wire is Ethernet, which is connected in the computer labs, and wireless is Wi-Fi for mobile devices like library. And the next is the draw network, and it shows the connection between the departments, routers, switches and servers. The fourth thing is explaining the design. To explain the design, we must justify the choices for the users based on the efficiency, cost and scalability. And the example output, we have to give a blueprint, that is the diagram, and router connecting to the ISP, this internet service provider. And further will be explained by Kavya.
Hardware and protocol selection. We are selecting a hardware and the protocols for a network. First, we are selecting a hardware. We know what is hardware. Hardware is a physical component or a device of a system. First, router. A router is a multiple connecting point here for connecting the internet and managing traffic between them. Switches. To connect device with each department, switches are used. Access point for wireless connectivity. Cables. Use cable 6 for high-speed wired connections. Choose protocols. TCP, Transfer Commission Protocol, Internet Protocol for overall communication and internet connectivity. It is a backbone of the connections. For choosing protocol, TCP IP for overall communication and internet connectivity, DHCP for dynamic IP assessment, DNS for translating domain names to IP address, and HTTPS for secure web browsing. Create a hardware list. For creating a hardware list, include quantities and specifications for all devices. Explain choice. Why we are choosing that hardware and protocols are explained in the explain choices. The output are hardware, router, dual band 1 GPS and switches, 24 port switches, wireless access points, Cat6 external cables, protocols, DCP IP and DHCP DNS and HTTPS are used.
IP addressing and configuration network for efficient communication. It is divided into several steps, and step 1 is IP addressing scheme. IP addressing scheme is nothing but it have a unique identifier to a network or device in telecommunication. To use private IP range and its IP address and assigning static IPs to servers and printers. Use DHCP. DHCP is nothing but dynamic host configuration protocol for dynamic IP allocation for users' devices. Next step 2 is subnetting. Subnetting is nothing but network is divided into manageable subnets. To create subnets for each department to organize traffic and improve security. Example, subnetting for administrative office and its IP address, and computer lab and its IP address. We are dividing network into manageable subnets. Next, step 3 is router and switch configuration. Router and switch configuration is nothing but router connected to multiple devices or multiple switches in a network. To set up router tables and configuration, VLANs is nothing but virtual local areas network for departmental separation. Firewall settings. Step 4 is firewall settings. Blocking unauthorized access and restrict inter-department traffic where necessary. Next step. Example output for IP addressing plan. Admin office and its IP address, computer lab and its IP address, its configuration, router, DHCP, dynamic host configuration protocol enables for all devices except servers, switches, VLAN, virtual local area network. 1 is for admin, 2 is for faculties, and 3 is for students. Next, Vidya will explain.
Now I am going to explain the topic security and testing. The main objective of this topic is to ensure the network is secure and also perform well under various conditions. Okay, it involves various steps, and the first step is planning security measure. First of all, secure network must have protective measures like using PPA3 encryption for Wi-Fi. This ensures that your data is encrypted even on public networks. Configuring firewalls to block unauthorized access, then enabling VPN for remote access to your administrative resources. The main important step is access control. First point is restrict student access to faculty and admin resources. Like it hides the sensitive information like marks, payrolls, and other administrative data from student, and also allow the students to access the resources what they want for their academic purpose, and use role-based access for users. In this case, it defines a role like faculty, student, admin. Like this role mainly it allows the access